Hi, good morning. I'm in my bedroom and purposefully making this video, and you're probably wondering why I posted that picture of myself showing my big bodacious breasts. Well, the reason why I did that is because this video is about breast implants. Actually, it's not even about implants, it's about extraction, breast implant extraction. Yeah, it's a story about me and my experience. So in August, yeah, August 1st of 2017, I had my second set of breast implants removed. Why did I do that? Well, first let me go back. Let me give you a little story. Let me share a little story with you. I'll be 60 years old in 8 months, and many parts of me are really excited about that because that just means deeper wisdom and more experience. Yes. But anyway, when I was in my, I guess it was late 30s, yeah, really late 30s, I decided to have implanted some breasts, silicone breasts. Silicone breast implants that were filled with saline water. Why did I do that back then? Because I believed the story and the illusion that as a very fit woman who competed as, and actually not competed, my father competed, who trained as a bodybuilder, I was extremely lean and muscular. I had what's called the typical A-frame. You know, I had broad shoulders that were strong and developed. I had a small waist. I had thick legs and glutes and calves because I was also I rode with Team Leukemia, so I did a lot of road riding. So my legs were pretty developed, my quads and stuff, and so I was very muscular. The excuse that I chose at the time to have my first set of implants was, oh, my body's so muscular, I look like a man, I want some more curves. So I had my first set of breast implants implanted. I lived with that for about 10 years. Then I had a second set implanted. And I only did that because a part of me believed that they were like a set of tires. After every 10 years, you have to have them replaced. That's not necessarily true, but that was the story I had. So I had two sets of implants. As I got more into health and wellness and became a holistic health practitioner and coach, I started to feel like a hypocrite. Because how can I be into health and wellness and natural alternative healing modalities if I wasn't natural myself with these fake breast implants in my body and in my chest? They were foreign objects. They were made of silicone plastic. They were filled with saline salt water, but nonetheless, they were foreign objects in my body and they didn't belong there. But I didn't want to believe that to be true, so I kind of just pushed that out of my head. Ignore it, just live your life. So then, as I got into spirituality and started to develop and grow my own spiritual path, my Reiki master at the time was giving me a Reiki session, an energy medicine healing. And while I was lying on the table with my eyes closed, I thought, wow, she's really pushing hard on my right breast. And I thought, well, she knows what she's doing. I trust my experience of her and myself. So I just do whatever, let her push hard, whatever. There's obviously something going on. And when the session was over, she asked me how I was feeling. And I said, I feel great. I feel grounded and rested. And I said, wow, I said, you were really pushing hard on my right breast. And she said, I didn't touch you. And I tripped out and I thought, oh my God, she didn't touch me. And she said, that's the energy that was going into your body in that area, doing some work and healing. And I tripped out again. And she asked me, do you have breast implants? And I said, actually, I do. And she said, and she was in her early 70s. She dropped her head and she said, this is the problem with the modern woman. They have no idea the meaning of cosmetic surgeries and what it does to the body at an energetic level, not to mention a physical level, because a lot of women get sick from their breast implants, right? Infections, their immune system is compromised, many other things happen. But anyway, so she explained to me how, that's the heart chakra region of the body, the chest, the breast, And then I had heart blockages. I had blockages in my fourth chakra, my heart chakra. So then I processed that and asked myself, well, what does that mean for me? And I thought, wow, maybe I do have a heart chakra blockage, which means heart chakra represents love, compassion with self and others, acceptance, and I thought, okay, well, whatever. I wasn't ready. My ego wasn't ready to really embrace the truth about what these implants meant for me, and then what it meant to have them removed. So I went on my merry life and continued to do my work. As I got deeper into health and wellness and alternative practices and became a holistic health practitioner and coach, a women's empowerment coach, I started to really process it more on a deeper level for myself. Okay, Patricia, what does this really mean for you? Is your heart blocked? Your heart chakra really blocked? Are you pushing away and not even able to receive self-love and then therefore give it out to others unconditionally? So that came up for me. What does it mean from a physical level? No, you're not sick, you're not breaking down, but you have these big, huge, based on the picture, those were pretty big for my body. I'm only 5'3". Those were full C's. And a lot of people said they look bigger than C's. They felt big. They were really, bodacious on my chest. Even when I rubbed my arm against my chest, I could feel these big round implants on the side, but I chose to ignore it. So I put a lot of meaning to all this. And then one day I decided, you know what, this isn't working. You can't do this anymore. You have to have these implants removed. You experience yourself as a hypocrite. How can you be a health and wellness coach when you have these fake plastic bags in your chest? All right, they're not natural, they're not healthy, despite what everybody else tells you, despite what the doctors tell you. Why do a lot of women get sick? Why are a lot of women compromised in their own heart chakras? They may not even know it. I didn't even know it until I put deep meaning to it and spent some time with myself about it. So I made the conscious decision. And I said to myself, you know what, you've had them for approximately 40 years, 2 different sets, 20 years, apologies, 2 different sets, 10 years each. At that time, they served a purpose. They served the purpose of illusion, thinking that I was going to feel more confident and accepted by others. I didn't want to believe that at the time. Hell no, I didn't want to believe that. But that was really the truth. And as I ponder and reflect back on those times, I can honestly say that the reason why I got my implants, the reason that I know now at this point in my life why I got those implants was because I felt insecure. I wanted to be loved and accepted by men. And by women, living by the beach. I lived in Laguna Beach for 25 years. I spent a lot of time in Newport, Laguna, Corona del Mar, Dana Point area. Many of the women have breast implants and they're getting younger and younger. One of the things that's prominent in those areas of the nation is when women turn 16, not even women, they're still little girls in high school, or they graduate from high school. They don't have to get cars anymore. They ask for implants, a cosmetic surgery. That's how the shift has occurred. It's wild. It's a huge disconnect in my experience. So anyway, I made the decision. I found a doctor in South Orange County who was willing to do the surgery, the extraction on me without anesthesia. Again, I'm a holistic health practitioner and I promote health, wellness, natural healing modalities. The last thing I wanted to do is go under anesthesia. I understand the detriment of that from a physical and spiritual and emotional level. There are many, many chemicals that they pump into your body before surgery, the anesthesiologist, because they have to bring you to the point of death, the brink of death. Because if you're on that operating table and you sneeze or you belch or you twitch and they're doing surgery in your body, you can die. So that's why they bring you to the brink of death. Those chemicals are very powerful and strong. So it affects you at a physical level. You have all these toxic chemicals in your body. It affects you at an emotional and spiritual level because one of the detriments of anesthesia is that you experience depression. So I didn't want to go through all that. I'd been through it before, years ago, under another cosmetic surgery. So anyway, I said, no. I said, I don't want to do that. Damn it. I'm going to find a doctor who's going to remove these implants locally. So I found him and I scheduled my appointment, drove myself to the appointment. I was alone. I had to face this by myself. I just felt that I needed to. And he gave me 2 local injections in my breast, said if I needed Valium, if the pain got worse, that he would give me Valium. I said, I'm not going to need Valium. I'm going to go into a zone, a meditation, and I'm going to get through this. Just like I I accepted that they were put into me. Now I have to accept taking them out, and it's going to be on my terms. So no anesthesia. Give me a frickin' local. I don't want any Valium, and I'll drive myself home. And that's exactly what happened. When I was on the table, he asked me, as soon as he cut open underneath my breast, which is where my incision was, what he had to do, he cut it open, and my implants were placed in between my muscles. So here's the pectoral muscle, right? Pretend like this is a pectoral muscle. So what they have to do, and I can't do this because my hand's holding the phone, is they slice that muscle in half lengthwise, and then they take the implant and they insert it up in there, and then they fill it as big as you want those breasts with saline water. So he had to go in and grab the implant and plop it out. I heard the suction because it was detaching from my muscle tissue. So he pulled it out, and the first question he asked me was, do you want to see it? And I said, hell yeah, I want to see it. And he took his hand and he brought this big fat implant in his hand and he showed it to me. And I looked over at it, I said, oh my God, that was in my body? Holy shit. I said, oh my God, I can't believe I had that in my body all these years. And then he removed the second one, the left side. And as soon as he was done, he sutured me up and left the room. Well, he left me with his physician's assistant because she had to wrap me with the big bandage, gauze for support. A support system that I had to wear for, I think, like 3 weeks. And as soon as I sat up on the table, I felt like 10 pounds lighter. And then I realized, oh my God, and then that week, I literally lost 10 pounds within the first week of no exercise, no change in my diet. And then I put meaning to that. Why did I lose 10 pounds? I lost 10 pounds of fucking psychic baggage. That was psychic baggage. The implants weren't that heavy. It was a psychic baggage, that the representation of the psychic baggage of what those implants meant for me at a psychic energetic level. They were a heavy load. They meant the illusion of confidence and security and love and acceptance. That was the illusion. Once they were removed, woo, I felt 10 pounds lighter. I was 10 pounds lighter, and I felt like a different woman. So that's why I had them removed. Since I've had them removed, many beautiful opportunities have come my way in terms of self-love and healing and growth. I've learned how to love my body naturally, the way I came into this world with smaller breasts. And I'm wearing a sports bra on purpose because I want you to see. Here's a picture of my small breasts. I mean, they're no bigger than my hands. They're beautiful. They're, they're not this little teeny tiny, mushy yickiness. It's beautiful. They are beautiful. They are me. And this is the first time in my life at almost 60 years old that I can honestly say, I embrace these parts of me. They are who I am. They are soft. They are delicious. They are lovely. They are me. So there you are. That's why I had implants put into my body. That's why I had them removed. And this is where I am now. I'm in a space of self-love and acceptance. And I'm digging it on many, many levels. So anyway, I just want to share my story with you. A few people have asked me about it. I actually got a text this morning from a woman in Pennsylvania who had been going back and forth with, because she saw my first video that I made with Troy Casey. She said that she's going for her consultation to have hers removed. So I'm here to support other women. I also want you to know, this is not about judging other women. I have a lot of girlfriends, or shall I say friends, that I used to hang out with, that still have huge breast implants. They're older women as well. Hey, you know what? I'm not here to judge them. If they feel that that's what they need to feel more womanly, confident, safe and secure and loved, so be it, sisters. I know exactly what that's like, because that's what I went through. If you ever get to the point where you want to have them removed and experience yourself differently, call me. I'm here to support you in every single way, whether you want to keep them or not. So that's my story. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hearing me and holding sacred space about breast implant removal. And you know what? Have a bitchin' rest of your day.